local law today, now?
Probably.
I'd probably have a heart attack if it did.
All right,
You know what they run?
today's date is, Monday, April 25th, 2022. It's 9 a.m. We're here for our Commissioners Court meeting. The first item on our agenda is our pledge and our prayer. So if you would, please stand with me. Pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Dear Heavenly Father, we just thank you for this day, dear Lord. We thank you for all the blessings you provide to us. Dear Lord, just ask that you be with our county as we go forward, and be with each of us as we make decisions that they would be pleasing to you and right for the county. Dear Lord, we just come to you and, dear Lord, ask you for rain for our area, dear Lord. We need the rain desperately, and you know that, dear Lord. And just pray that you would bless us with rain. Dear Lord, just be with everyone here today and those that couldn't be here. We ask these things in your name. Amen.
Amen.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
All right. Let's see. The first item is to approve our minutes of the regular meeting of April 11th, 2022, special meetings of April 8th, 2022, and April 14th, 2022. You've each had the minutes to those meetings. Do I hear a motion to approve them as written?
I'm so moved.
Motion made by Commissioner King. Do I hear a second? Second by Commissioner Kelly. Any discussion? If not, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? All right. The next item on our agenda is our auditor. Good morning.
Okay, I do have some budget amendments. And the first budget amendment is for Precinct 3 insurance recoveries in the amount of $772.80. And this is to recognize unbudgeted revenue for Precinct 3 repairs to a 2022 motor grader, VIN number 0502.
All right, so you've heard the request from the auditor on a budget amendment on, for insurance recovery out of Precinct 3 in the amount of $772.80. Do I hear a motion to approve that amendment?
I'll make a motion.
Motion made by Commissioner Kelly. Do I hear a second?
Second.
Second by Commissioner Milner. Any discussion? If not, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed?
Okay. My next budget amendment is also to recognize unbudgeted revenue for Precinct 3 insurance recoveries in the amount of $232.67. This is also repairs to a 2022 motor grader, VIN number 0502. And that insurance, the money received, the revenue received has been recorded in insurance recoveries.
Okay. This is a budget amendment for Precinct 3 out of insurance recoveries in the amount of $232.67. Do I hear a motion to approve this amendment?
I'm so moved.
Motion made by Commissioner King. Do I hear a second?
I'll second.
Seconded by Commissioner Kelly. Any further discussion? If not, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed?
Then my last budget amendment is to recognize unbudgeted expense for Precinct 3 insurance recoveries in the amount of $1,005.47. And this is to pay for the repairs to the 2022 motor grader, VIN number 0502.
All right. This last amendment for Precinct 3 in insurance recovery in the amount of $1,005.47. Do I hear a motion to approve this budget amendment?
I'll make a motion.
Motion made by Commissioner Kelly. Do Do I hear a second?
Second.
Second by Commissioner King. All those in favor, or any discussion? If not, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed?
And the next item I have is to discuss and approve the Halfway Volunteer Fire Department's 2021 Annual Run Report and authorize payment of the FY 22 stipend allocation of $12,500. I can present it or the judge can read it.
I don't know what we're
Okay, it says, Halfway Fire Department was called out to 4 hay fires and 8 grass fires. We attended 2 wrecks and 5 structure fires. Halfway also responded to 11 cotton-related fires and 1 carbon monoxide alarm check. We assist EMS 1 time and provided mutual aid to Plainview 3 times. We were requested to aid Edmondson 4 times and also assist Hill Center 3 times. We have a total of 172 hours vested in this past year, and we have driven a total of 1,442 miles over a course of 32 total roads. So, do I hear a motion first to accept the halfway fire report for 2021, and also to allow their stipend for 2022 in the amount of $12,500. Motion made by Commissioner Milner. Your second. Second by Commissioner Kelly. Any discussion? If not, all those in favor say aye. Aye. All those opposed? All right.
That's all I have today, thank you.
All right, thank you, ma'am. All right, next item on our agenda is the treasurer.
Good morning.
doing.
Morning.
Okay, I have several items, and I'm going to pass all this good stuff out here. And Harold, please, I'll just get it all right.
That's okay.
Okay. First item I have, Judge, is the financial statement for the month ending March 31st of 2022. The monthly closing balance is $30,635,693.65. I hereby certify that this report is true and correct and request to place it in the minutes.
Okay, you've heard the report from our treasurer for the month ending March 31st, 2022. Had a closing balance of $30,635,639.65. Do I hear a motion to accept this financial statement?
You say 639 or 693?
693. I don't know what I said, but it's 693. Do I hear a motion to approve it as presented?
Also moved, Judge.
Motion made by Commissioner King. Do I hear a second?
Second.
Second by Commissioner Milner. Any discussion? If not, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? Now, I should have asked this when I asked for questions, but does this include the sweep over from
Yes, sir.
the last year?
Well, that's a good question. Yes, it is.
Okay.
Yes, it is.
So that's why, like our employee benefit deal, that is a accurate representation after everything's been swept into.
Yes, after, as of March 31st, yes, sir.
Okay, all right, thank you.
Okay. My next item, Judge, is just it's the affidavit stating that the court has received, reviewed, and approved the financial report to be placed in the newspaper.
Okay, do I hear a motion to approve the affidavit, to run in the paper before we approve the financial statement?
I'll make the motion.
Motion made by Commissioner Kelly, do I hear a second?
Second.
Second by Commissioner Miller. Any discussion? If not, all those in favor say aye. All those opposed? All right.
Okay, Judge, my next item is the investment portfolio for the quarter ending March 31st of 2020. The overall interest earned is $8,260.72.
Okay.
And I'm asking the court to
Now go ahead.
approve.
So you've heard the report, quarter ending March 31st, 2022. We have accrued $8,260.72 in interest. Now hear a motion to approve this report.
I'll make the motion.
Motion made by Commissioner Kelly. Do I hear a second? Second by Commissioner King. Any discussion? If not, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed?
Actually, I'm supposed to abstain because I'm on this.
Okay, then show me voting for that report.
I'm sorry?
Show me voting for that.
Okay. All right, Judge, my next item is going to be in regards to the section 125 of the local government, I'm sorry, I'm used to saying local government, IRS code. And Judge and I talked a few weeks ago, maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago, in regards to the administration of the cafeteria plan. And I decided to go out and get a new administrator. And I'd like to introduce you to Rooster. I'll let him say his whole name because I can't say it. I was at conference last week and I targeted him, so we quickly got on the agenda.
I'll just give you.
I'm gonna put you down. And Judge, I just want to say that Brewster's with National Family Care Life. And I've seen him for many,
That's okay.
I've seen him for many years at our conference, working with treasurers, dealing with the cafeteria plan.
I'm Bruce Rainbow. I've worked for National Family Care for 31 years now. I personally take care of 51 counties in the state of Texas. On both sides, you all, Swisher County and Lamb County. I have both of those. I think you'll have a problem with your debit card system and your flex spending account and all that. Well, getting back reimbursed and we take over, and y'all still have full control of the cafeteria plan. We are the administrators, we take on 100% of the liability of it. So that means we have to keep everything in the code of the IRS or it comes back on us. With y'all's flex spending account, we give you a debit card. You do not have to turn your receipts in and get reimbursed and everything. You just use it. It's just a Visa card, and you just swipe your card, and it just takes it off that. The way you have it set up now, you've already got the year started, and is what we can do is we can put the same amounts, what the person has left over, and run a short plan year from when me and I was talking, from like June 1st to the end of the year, and then have another full 12 months. But we can put on that debit card what you have left on your balance. Now, you do not have to keep the receipts, but what you will have to do, and the IRS just automatically just randoms this, the computer system does, if you get an email saying you need the support documents of that, just like glasses or whatever, and I was using that for an example. say you get glasses, we'll just need on that email the support documents of date of service, not when it was paid, the date of service, because it has to be in the same plan year, the place it happened, the patient, and the itemized stuff that he does. But you may get one of those a year out of all the claims you file. And so, we do that. We can start, and y'all already have our program in here, so it wouldn't be adding anything to the payroll or anything else. Me and Ida was talking this morning, if y'all do start it, because she has said, me and her talk, you don't want 8 more months of having this problem with the card. And so we can start at June 1. We can get it done between now and then. I think y'all are gonna have some kind of deal, and we'll, the hamburger deal or whatever.
Yeah, and I was gonna tell the
Oh,
judge that.
I'm sorry.
You're fine, you're fine, you're fine. Do you
go
want me to
ahead,
say? Okay, well, Judge, what I thought we could do, I've been contacted by Eddie Sabodia, and last year, the board had approved him doing a picnic, paying for hamburgers and hot dogs, and it's funny how he texted me right in the middle of visiting with Rooster this morning, and he said, when are we gonna do it, and can we schedule it, let's start planning. So I thought, what a better time to do it and get people here to do that. And so we're aiming for June 1st, and Rooster has generally offered to give 5 $100 gift cards as
for drawings,
drawings
you know.
for the employees. We're just trying to get as much participation on this deal, so that's what he was referring to.
And for the first year, it is nearly a necessity to get everybody to sign their form. And what that is a discrimination form. They just come in there and we have a card they sign, like if they have employee only on health, employee only on dental, or employee family on vision, and then they take the NFC or whatever, they sign that, and y'all will get a copy, we'll keep a copy, and you can put a copy in their files. But it's all a computer system, and so we just automatically email each person their copy of everything. And so we try to make it as streamlined and short and sweet as we can. We'll have 3 or 4 enrollers up here, so it won't take a long time. It takes about 3 minutes per person. And so during that enrollment, NFC will do the 5 $100 gift cards, Visa gift cards, and
Everyone would be eligible that attends.
yes,
So even if they just come to eat a hot dog or hamburger
that's right.
and don't sign up for the program, that's.
Oh, exactly. Everybody is, yeah. They need to sign their form, that they have been offered the cafeteria plan,
Yeah.
because that keeps everybody out of liability of somebody coming in and saying, why was this offered to everybody but me?
Okay.
Judge, we cannot offer the cafeteria to adult probation because they're state employees. But they're still welcome for lunch, that's an invitation to any county employee.
And my other question would be, this June event, you would have to currently be on the program to sign up, right? Or
No,
we're gonna have.
we're gonna have to have all employees for Hale County to sign something because what we do is the cafeteria plan that you currently have, we give y'all a resolution, y'all sign it, and that ends at May 31st, and it starts with us June 1st.
And I will contact Benjamin Constance pretty quick.
Any other questions?
I do want to say, Judge, that I asked Rooster in regards to if we had a receipt, like an actual receipt. For example, I was telling him I ordered glasses online, and of course, I paid it with my debit card, so.
Or personal debit card.
Personal debit card, and he said as long as I have a receipt showing that I had paid for those glasses, it would qualify. So you're not required to use the card if for some reason you leave it behind. I was giving him an example the other day. I paid my mortgage payment at my desk and walked out for lunch and went to the grocery store and had a shopping cart with groceries, and I had left my wallet on my desk. So, things happen, so.
So there is a reimbursement.
There is a reimbursement.
And what we do on that is you can get a copy of your stuff, email it to our office, and then our office looks at it, a manual claims, what they call it, and they just automatically send a deal and it reimburses it back in your personal checking account.
Okay.
So it usually takes within 24 hours, but I would say 48 hours you'll have your money back. It's not none of this week, 2 week stuff.
And it goes, and of course, it goes into your personal account, Judge, and not into your debit card for the section 125.
Any other questions of anybody?
And I want to say for the record, Judge, only because Rooster said it had to do with the debit card, it has to do with the reimbursements and how they're not being timely made. Because at one point, we did have the cards, and for some reason, that kind of went away. I'm not really sure how it all changed
Can
for
I speak
us.
up there?
Yes.
Companies want to have to pay for their debit cards. Like $2 or $3 a month per employee that had a debit card or whatever. That's the reason it kind of weeded out with a lot of companies, but with ours it did. And all of this that we do is just, and we already do it in here, show our product. We don't charge you all for cards, we don't charge you, there's no expense charged to y'all.
And as far as our ending with one company and going with him, they're in the agreement, everything is that we have with pension concept, this would be a timetable with him.
It is what I would look in your contract with them, but what they're gonna say is they have a year on the cafeteria plan. But is what I would do is just tell them, we're going to change companies in June 1st. We're gonna draw a resolution and end y'all's cafeteria plan May 31st and start with this other company in June 1. And between now and then, I'll be talking to Ida, and she can give us the dates we need to come up here and do the enroll and all that.
And I also told Rooster right before we started the Pledge of Allegiance that if there's any conflict, that we would work with whatever we had to on that day. We're gonna aim for June 1st, but that is something I did think about, Judge, is if there's any kind of conflict with what we are doing currently.
You can just stay in touch and
Yeah.
we'll do whatever we need to do.
So do we need action today, or do we need to wait until he has his resolution?
I would say
drawn?
action today, then we can get it started.
Yeah, we could get going on
Okay.
our part.
All right, then do I hear a motion to approve the transfer or switch to National Family Care Life for our 125 administrator program, away from pension concept, effective tentatively June 1st.
And if it changes, Judge, I will come before the court for a different day.
Do we not need to end the other contract before we go into contract with this?
I was gonna ask Jim if we need to read that contract and look at
Well,
it.
I think we need to figure out what it takes to get out of the contract and then, I mean, not that I don't think anything y'all are doing today binds you to do anything except start the process.
Well, let's just say in the motion, if you'll make the motion and then put in there that all of it pending Jim looking at the contracts and us navigating our way through them.
Also, Judge.
Okay. Motion made by Commissioner King. Do I hear a second? Second by Commissioner Kelly. Any other questions? Thank you for being here today.
I appreciate y'all, and that's the reason my cell phone number's on all those cards. And I'll just tell you right now, if we ever do anything that you don't like or you want to change or everything, you can get a hold of me and we'll do whatever y'all need to do.
Okay.
Because y'all, just like I said, y'all have full control of the cafeteria plan, we'll make any change we need to,
All right.
as long as it's legal.
I was gonna say that, as long as we're legal.
Yeah.
All right.
Thank y'all, appreciate y'all.
Thank
No
you,
other
Judge.
questions? All those in favor say aye. All those opposed? All right.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you. All right. The next item we have is on my agenda. Last meeting, I was contacted by Donald Edlin, who I believe is president of the Hospital One, and we had replaced Tim Hardage with Jasper DeVos. The day of our, the Friday, that we were due to put stuff on the agenda. That afternoon, I received an email from Rudd Owens, the attorney for the hospital board, and asked me if the court would consider the reappointment to the hospital board of the following people: Kyle Benson, Sue Llewellyn, Gary Massingill, Sharon Wright, and Donald Dixon. And so, I believe they're all due, and I believe their term is 2 years. The letters attached here. Yes, it'll be a 2-year term, beginning on April 1st of 2022 and ending on March 31st of 2024. So, do I hear a motion to approve the following, or the people that I listed, to a 2-year term on the hospital authority board?
Make a motion.
Motion made by Commissioner Milner. Do I hear a second?
Second.
Second by Commissioner Kelly. Any discussion? If not, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? Thank you. All right, the next item on our agenda is from the sheriff's office.
Good morning. First item this morning is people that take care of our dishwashing stuff in the kitchen have raised their rate. I have a new contract signed. They were going up from, they were charging us $155 a month. They're going up to $199.99 a month. $4 to get that approved and signed by the county judge.
Okay.
How much is that? $199?
All right. So you've heard the request from the sheriff. Do I hear a motion to approve this agreement and allow me to sign?
Make a motion.
Motion made by Commissioner Miller. Do I hear a second?
Second.
Second by Commissioner King. Any discussion? I would assume it's been 155 for a long time. I can't remember changing it, so. All right. All those in favor say aye. All those opposed? All right.
My next item is personnel. It is the appointment of Domingo Salcedo from a certified jailer to a jail sergeant. Certified jailer at 1310. Bi-weekly of bi-monthly of $1,552.28 to jail sergeant of the 14, group 14, step 10, bi-monthly of $1,630.87.
All right. So you've heard the request on the promotion of Domingo Salcedo from a corrections officer, 13, step 10, by monthly salary of $1,552.28 to a sergeant of corrections, pay group 14, step 10, and a bi-monthly salary of $1,630.87. And when was that effective?
The effective date was 3/26/22. I'm sorry.
3/26/22. Do I hear a motion to approve that?
Is it 1630 or 1680?
16/30/87.
Motion made by Commissioner Kelly. Do I hear a second?
Second.
Second by Commissioner Milner. Any discussion? If not, all those in favor say aye. All those opposed?
Thank y'all.
Yes, sir. Thank you. All right, the next item on our agenda this morning is our county attorney.
Good morning.
Good morning, Jim.
No, I don't think so.
A little background on what I'm about to ask you to do. As you may know, there is a mental health facility on the 4th floor of the hospital. And they serve geriatric patients, which I, unfortunately, I think geriatric is 50. So I take issue with that, but, and they bring patients in from all over all over the Panhandle and the South Plains. And so, and they come in, if they come from another county, of course, they're usually sitting here on what we call an emergency detention order or a peace officer's warrantless detention. And so where another county actively sends them in here to the facility. Now, we do this here through MHMR. We send people to Big Spring and Vernon and San Angelo and wherever else. And when we do that, those other counties conduct the remaining, if there's any other proceedings, they conduct those so we don't have to go back and forth transporting these people back and forth to Hale County. We do those proceedings here for these other counties, and the current hospital's name is Freedom Behavioral Health. Their predecessor was Allegiance Behavioral Health Care, and Allegiance opened up not too long after I took office, and so we started doing these hearings, and we ended up with sort of a gentleman's agreement with Allegiance that they would just pay the costs and the fees associated with those cases as part of their doing business from these other counties. And that worked for quite a few years, and then I guess about 3 years ago, with some change of personnel and management up there, they stopped paying. And so we, in an effort to get that started again, I have recently sent them a letter saying that as of May 1st, we would no longer, or my office anyway, I can't speak for the judge, but my office would not be participating in these out-of-county matters unless we get some sort of agreement in place to collect our filing fees. And mainly, I should say, the cost in each of these cases, there's an attorney ad litem appointed to represent the patient. And so I have developed, drafted, and I put in y'all's boxes last week basically what I call just a standard agreement between us and whatever counties patients may show up. For the other county to be responsible for paying the fees and costs associated with those mental health proceedings. And there's a list of those on pages 2 and then the top of page 3. Different types of fees that we can charge and that can be assessed. And of course, not all of these necessarily apply in every case. It depends on what kind of hearings are done. But I'm asking for y'all to approve this so we can try to get this in place with these other counties and start collecting some money. And I have to say that I apologize that I was kind of aware we were having a problem, but I didn't really realize the dollar amount extent of the problem until Reese got the figures together and said to me, and we would have done this long ago if I knew how much we were talking about. So anyway,
Excuse me?
I would submit that to y'all and be glad to ask any questions. Or answer any questions.
Does anyone have any questions? All right, if not, do I hear a motion to approve this interlocal agreement between Hale County and the counties that send patients here? To be honest with you, that's probably 90% of the ones we do are from other counties. We occasionally hear somebody from Plainview, but not very often.
Right.
And so, and be able to submit this list and have the counties that are sending people here become responsible for those fees. So, do I hear that? And allow me to sign the agreement. Do I hear that in form of a motion?
I make a motion.
Motion made by Commissioner Kelly. Do I hear a second?
Second.
Second by Commissioner King. Any discussion? If not, all those in favor say aye. Aye. All those opposed? Thank you, Hale.
Thank y'all very much.
Yes, sir. All right. The next item we have on the agenda this morning is from Commissioner Precinct 1.
I talked to Jesse last week about, one of them is down in precinct 3, and I'll get to that one in a minute. But there's a gentleman that wanted to put water line under the road. I understood that it was under a county road. So we're gonna table this one because it's actually going under Highway 70. And I've got all the information from TxDOT written down, that they need to contact the guy, and they'll have to go through their procedure, and then it all flows back down to us. Now, the second one is in precinct 2, and Kurt Collins is wanting to bore under off of Farm Market Road 789, not on the road, but on County Road 225 and County Road. It's about, let me back up, it's 4/10 of a mile west of Farm Market Road 789 and County Road 225. And I've got all the paperwork here, and they've paid have they turned their money into the trees?
They will today.
Okay. So, and trying to think, who's the contractor?
Mora,
Mora?
yes, sir.
Okay. And Mora is doing for this contractor, but I will put that in the form of a motion to let them bore under County Road 225.
So you've heard the request and motion made by Commissioner King. Do I hear a second? Second by Commissioner Milner. Any discussion? If not, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? And on the first item, we take no action on that due to the fact that they're gonna have to give us a study in the highway department, so. All right, that concludes the only thing left on our agenda is to adjourn, so y'all have a good day. We'll stand adjourned at 9:38 a.m.